Hey, I'm Crystal the Poet. I'm sitting down with Swami Hill today to talk about his music and find out who he is and what he's about. Okay, you guys ready?
Let's get to it, y'all. Heem it out.
I am the fertile soul, I am the flower that blooms, I am the sun rays beaming down upon you, and you are too.
Hello.
What's up? What's up?
You ready for your interview?
Yeah, it's about time, man. We do, man. It's kind of cool.
Okay. So we're going to start with the first question.
Yeah.
Where does the name Swami come from?
So actually, it came from my boy Chuz, man. So we was deployed, and we was looking up little rap names, stuff like that. We came across this name generator. I think it was like Wu-Tang name generator or something like that. And we was looking up names, and we come across Swami. And he's like, bro, that'll fit you smooth. So I'm like, all right, I can rock that. Then I went for Fofo Swami. And then eventually I changed and pivoted once I started getting on my journey and know what I want to talk about, like getting more confident in my music. I pivoted to Swami Hill. But Swami has always been me. You know, I always felt like I could teach somebody from my experiences or as well learn from everybody else's experience. So that's really where the name came from, man. Shout out to my boy Charles, man.
Okay. So what does HEEM stand for and where did you first come up with it?
HEEM stands for Honor Evolution, Every Moment. And I came up with it with you. We were sitting around and we wanted to kind of like start branding ourselves and kind of start pushing our music out under one umbrella. And I feel like what we do is we honor evolution every moment. I feel like we HEEM. I feel like it's like a play on like just being him or being her. Like we really do that. And we really put out good music to the people and for the collective. So I feel like that's where it came from. And you can just say it and you can feel a way when you say it. Like
Yeah.
I'm HEEM, you know what I'm saying? I'm HEEM, but also I'm honor evolution every moment, every time, because that's the key to it.
Okay. When in your life did music become something you knew you wanted to do?
Very early, probably around like, I want to say like in like 9, 10. I remember specifically probably when I was like 12, my uncle, rest his soul, man, he took me to a concert. I think it was at a House of Blues, and I seen the dudes on the stage. I'm like, man, I want to do this. But before that, I was already writing. But I just knew it's something that I could express myself through without having to be judged. I know I'm probably gonna get judged like put my music out there, but like not in a way to where I can't do what I want to do. I could make whatever music I want to make, but very early, man, I already knew, and I was always cold with words and writing. It really stemmed from writing. You know, I always got good at writing, so I just wanted to transform it and put beats behind it, and that's what I've been doing ever since, man.
HEEM is clearly the philosophical backbone of everything you make.
Yeah.
But what does evolution actually look like for you day to day outside of the music?
Just being me and living in the moment, man. Just knowing that the moment really holds all the gifts you need, you know, and being able to be in that moment and evolve from even the moment you perceive bad. That's the real evolution, man, because we can't get stagnant and get caught up in life is happening to us, but it's really happening for you. So if you could sit in that pocket of evolution, man, every day, that's outside of music. That's what translates into the music. That's what I make the music about. But if you could sit in that pocket of knowing that you're evolving every single day and be conscious of it, man, you golden, man. You golden. So I try my best to be that way outside of music, in music, around people, by myself, all that, you know.
Do you see yourself as a teacher or someone who's still very much a student and just narrating the process?
If I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna say both, because as I'm learning, I'm making sure that I'm presenting for people to be able to grasp it and learn it. I feel like I'm very personable when it comes to how I put stuff out. So I would have to say I feel like I'm a teacher and a student, but I forever love being a student because there's so much you can learn. I know it's so much more out there for me to know and for me to know, and I don't know everything. So, but as I learn it, I make sure I put it out there for everybody else to learn it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. How is Swami Hill different from your real life persona, and how is he the same?
Swami Hill is a little bit more outgoing, if I can say. He's a little bit more outgoing. That persona is a little bit more like out in your face and like just letting you know. That's like the confidence. That's the confidence I built through Stefan Hill, and I kind of put it into Swami Hill because Stefan Hill is a little bit more reserved, laid back. So I kind of like let Swami Hill take the shine, you know, as far as like all the confidence that I built up within myself. So I kind of let him take the forefront of that type of stuff like that. But for the most part, man, we the same person, man.
Yeah.
I honestly, I could say it like this. Swami Hill's like the ego that I could like play into and have fun with in a more kid like way, but in a more like strategic and musical way. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we one in the same, but we do have our differences. Stefan is way more reserved, you know, but Swami, he got to be out there. That's just part of the whole HEEM. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. What do you hope someone feels the first time they hear your music without knowing anything about you?
That's a good question. I just hope that they feel relief in knowing that you don't have to have all the answers at one time. You know what I'm saying? I hope they feel relief in just knowing that they got it, bro. Like, we all going through it in different phases, and we all want the same. I'm no different from you. I'm no different from anybody else in the world. So I hope they understand that everybody's going through something. It's about how you handle whatever you're going through.
Right.
And I kind of like want to make sure I emphasize that, like, it's no such thing as a problem. You put that label on whatever it is you're going through. You know what I'm saying? But I just hope they feel relief and love, a lot of love, man. I hope they feel loved, because I didn't really feel love coming up. So I make sure I put that in my music, to where when as soon as you hear it, you're like, oh man, I feel the high vibrations. I feel the love. I feel relief every time I hear a song, whether it's an up tempo or a slow tempo. I want them to feel seen too. You know what I'm saying? I want them to feel a bunch of emotion, but more so those.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the first person who believed in your music before there was any proof it was working?
God. I gotta give it to God. But if we talking like physical people, man, like they really believed in my music, like, oh shoot, you know what I'm saying? I would say it had to be you. You know, a lot of people say I'm good at music, but it's like nobody really ever like took the time to really like sat and like listen to my lyrics, and cause I pride myself on being a lyricist. So I had to say you for sure, because you hype me up all the time, especially when it comes to like the unreleased music or when I drop, and you kind of like, I don't know how you do it, but you kind of like reflect it in everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of people really seen me for what it really was with my music, man. I try my best to like put out good vibes and different vibes and be creative, but for the most part, I have to say you.
Oh.
You.
Unity Through Frequencies was your first full-length project.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel your music has shifted since you released it?
That's my baby too. You need to be my baby. That's my baby. I feel like I got more experimental. You know, I feel like on that album, I just wanted to make like a statement, because I was pivoting off the neo soul vibes with the first 3 EPs, the I'm Awakening EPs. Then I came through with the album. Shout out Kizzy. But I feel like my sound is a little bit more experimental now. I'm kind of like trying to push the boundaries and like just play with more different type of beats and different song structures, and talk about a little bit more in detail things. I feel like I was kind of like coming to my own with Swami Hill, because I shifted from Fofo Swami into Swami Hill around 2023. That's when I dropped them EPs. Right. And I came through Unity Through Frequency like shortly after. But yeah, man, I feel like I'm more experimental, just more aware, more creative. I'm constantly evolving, so I'm constantly pushing the boundary. I'm constantly honoring revolution every moment. So I'm constantly pushing the boundary. But since Unity Through Frequency, man, I feel like we on the right path, man. We getting there.
Do you think about your discography as chapters of one story, or does each project stand alone for you? Is it like a journey?
Definitely a journey. I feel like with the I'm Awakening EPs, that was me coming to the realization of what I truly want to talk about, and I kind of want to lean into that. Then when I went to Unity, I kind of put those in the same little like part of my journey. Then I stepped into the Swami and different projects, stuff like that. But I definitely look at it as like a journey more than anything, because I'm constantly growing. I'm going from one step. Like none of my albums, none of my songs sound the same. So I definitely look at it as like in them spaces where I dropped those EPs, when I dropped that album, I was in kind of I don't say a rough space, but like I was figuring out a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? And I'm in a space now where I'm confident in those things that I learned throughout that time period when I was making that music. So now I'm in a whole different space. That's where HEEM grew from. I didn't really have HEEM back then, you know what I'm saying? So it definitely is a journey, but they can't stand on their own. You can listen to it and just get something from each project, each song, but I definitely feel like it's been a journey so far, for sure. Very HEEM too.
What is a dream collaboration for you?
Oh man, I got a bunch of dream collaborations.
You got to pick one.
If I pick one dream collaboration, like just one out of the
one.
Okay. Can I say the names on who?
Yeah.
But I could pick which one out of those two. I would have to say Andre 3000. I definitely would like to collab with him. I'm gonna go female just for the sake of it. I'll have to go Lauryn Hill. I like what they talk about, like how powerful they are, like how creative they are, like how they stand for something. And that's just how we HEEMing over here too. We on the same frequency, but for sure I love their creativity, man. I just love everything about those two artists. So those two.
What's your favorite project that you've completed so far? released?
I'm gonna say Twin Arrows, because that was my first collab project, and I feel like we stepped on that. And I know, you know what I'm saying, not a lot of people are hip to what's going on right now with this HEEM, but man, that Twin Arrows is one. Then I had to put Sami after that. But this Twin Arrows, I'm sorry,
That's
man.
pretty cool.
That was
If I may say so myself.
Yeah, you did your thing on that one, bro. For real.
What's the most high vibrational thing that ever happened at one of your shows?
I'm gonna get right to it. So, Zen Awakening Festival, performed for an hour straight. We got done, tired. A fan walked up to me. He offered me this wood burned. It's like a wood. He had like a wood piece of wood that had "There is no spoon" carved into it. And he said, "Man, once you said that in the show, I just did it this morning, and I wanted to give it to you." And I got a picture of that, man. I got a picture of that on my Instagram, and I just was just like, let me know that it really is no spoon. It's all in your mind and what you make it. And another time in that show was when the power went out. When the power went out, and I decided to keep on rapping with no mic, anything like that, and you was right in the front row and you was rapping with me, man. That moment really defined the whole show for me, because I could have just stopped and, like, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
just let it be what it was.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, but I just kept on going. I seen you front row, we kept on going, but just that there is no spoon. It was something about when he handed it to me, it felt very spiritual and very high vibrational, and I really appreciated him for that, man. But that was definitely the top two.
Okay.
Definitely top two.
Where do you want your music to take you in the next few years? What's your vision for the next few years for yourself?
Biggest in the world, man. It's the biggest in the world, impacting people across the world, not just the States, across the world.
Yeah.
Doing shows, throwing our own HEEM festivals, inviting other high vibrational guests on, people that I really like, you know what I'm saying, when they put out into the world, just doing it big, having a HEEM festival every year, and just making sure we use our talents for God, you know what I'm saying, and put everything out there how it's supposed to be designed out there, which is to uplift the collective, you know.
Okay.
You know, I want us to do it very HEEM. I just want us to do it very HEEM and continue to grow.
Okay. So if your music were to disappear tomorrow and only one idea from it were to stick in people's minds, what would you want that idea to be?
It was very HEEM. It was very HEEM, you know what I'm saying? Like, he held it down for a little bit, but it was very creative and very unique and very different. And I came with something fresh, something new that nobody can ever duplicate, because that's my God-given talent, and God put that on my heart.
Okay.
And it's very HEEM.
So who's a friend that you've had the longest, and what's kept your friendship alive?
My dog Chubbs, man. I think what kept us so locked in, what keeps us locked in, is the fact that we don't have no standard. We just loyal to a fault with each other, bro. But we tap in, we live life, and when life brings us together, we capitalize on that moment and we create together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We don't really just force ourselves around each other. We understand that we gotta live life. You know what I'm saying? We're not the type of people that just like to be up under each other to prove that we're friends to each other. We actually enjoy the fact that each other is living life. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Facts.
cool.
You know what I'm saying? That's my dog. You know, even the birds, you know what I'm saying? Confirm, that's my dog, man. Like, it's been so many times where we don't talk for months.
It's
Look,
crazy.
It's crazy, ain't it? We don't talk for months. But when we come together, bro, it's like butter, bro. It's too smooth, man. He can call me, I can call him, and we just lock in. That's my dog. You know
Okay.
It's my dog.
Do you need a minute?
Liz.
Oh. Is there an era of music you feel like you were born too late for?
An era of music I feel like I was born too late for.
Yeah.
I would have to say I love the 70s. I love 70s soul. I probably would have been a little singer back in the day.
I knew you were going to say that.
I love 70s soul. I love 70s soul, but I also feel God don't make no mistakes, and he put me here so I could bring that 70s soul. I love 70s soul so much, I can incorporate it in my raps, you know what I'm saying? I could do it like that, but...
Does that mean there's a 70s kind of
It might be. Who knows? Who knows? We got Crowhawk on the way soon. You know what I'm
saying? What do you hope people say about you when you're not in the room?
To keep it very HEEM. I'm not really too much concerned about what they say. I just hope they know that no matter how they perceive me, I'm keeping it HEEM. I'm honest with them. I'm truthful with them. You know what I'm saying? They might not like what I say. They might not agree with what I say, but they can never say I do any type of harm to them. I don't want to see them succeed. I don't want to see them be the best they can be, you know, but he keep it HEEM. That's about it.
Is there a sound or style of music you're drawn to but haven't used yet?
Country. Country and 80s, but not like 80s like the singing 80s. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to
like
be
house vibe.
Yeah, I'm like how I want to do like house and like blend different sounds, but for sure country and stuff like that. But like house, country, like 70s, 80s soul vibe. You know what I'm saying? I want to get on my little Temptation vibe. You know what I'm saying? A little bit, but not too singy. You know?
That would be cool.
Yeah, you know, I want to blend it up. I want to blend it up.
Okay. What's a piece of feedback on your music that stuck with you?
That I'm healing. I forgot who it was, man. Damn, I wish I could remember their name so I can give them a personal shout out. But they said my music is healing, and that's exactly the intent that I make. Because a lot of times, man, when I'm making music, I'm really talking to myself. I feel like I'm talking, like my higher self is talking to me and telling me like you good. You know what I'm saying? But I also in this moment, me right now is telling the collective that they're good. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that somebody said my music is healing to them, man, it really means a lot. And that's really, really, truly why I make music, besides the fact I really love it and I'll make it in every lifetime. But the fact that they said that my music is healing to them, man, that really it touched me in a different way, because you just never know what somebody's going through. And the fact that my music, like you said, my music shaped your mind when it came to, like, you know what I'm saying, evolving and healing as a person. My music helped you. So I'm like, that's like the highest compliment that anybody could say, because that's exactly why I make it. And I love that. I love it for me and y'all, for the world, actually.
What other musicians have inspired you the most and why?
Oh, that's easy. Dizzy Wright, man. I'm gonna name them, then I'll let you know. Dizzy Wright, Kendrick Lamar, Under 3000, Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu, The Poet. I just feel like, in a nutshell, so I don't want to go into like each individual one, but in a nutshell, all y'all just hold y'all own. Y'all have your own unique style. Y'all stand for what y'all believe in when y'all create. You know, it's very powerful when it comes to y'all pen. I'm very big on lyrics. I'm very huge on lyrics, and y'all stand firm on y'all pen. Y'all really have something to say.
Thank you.
Y'all really hold it down, man. Y'all really inspire me to keep on getting better with my pen and getting better with my messages and living, so I can put out good things to the world. But yeah, for sure, y'all, for sure.
What's the most useless piece of advice you got early on that you had to unlearn about music?
That I had to unlearn?
Yeah, something somebody told you about making music or being in the music industry that you had to unlearn. Something that wasn't true.
I thought everybody really seen talent. It's not talent based. You know, it's not really talent based. It's more business driven, money driven. And I really thought that somebody would come get me, like a label would come get me, or somebody would see the skill, or somebody would see the talent. And that's not really what it is, man. I was so naive when I first started making music. Sure. I'm like, you know what? Like, people gonna see this. You know what I'm saying? But I started seeing like people that were, I can say, less talented, but like didn't really take the craft as serious. So it kind of discouraged me for a little while. But I had to get it out of my mind. Like, that's not what it is.
Yeah.
You know, it's a certain type of music that's getting pushed out to the world right now. It's just not my time, man. I'm cool with that. You know, I don't want to be in a bunch where it's a bunch of BS music going on and people that's not taking it serious. You know, I don't want to be getting caught up in that. So I had to unlearn that. But I low-key feel like I crafted that myself, just expecting people to really come see the talent for what it is and not just, you know what I'm saying, the gimmicks and the games and all that extra stuff, man. But I had to unlearn that. And that was a hard to unlearn. I'm still learning that to this day. I really am still learning it to this day.
Is there a version of your life where you never made music? What does that person do?
Nah.
No?
Nah, it's just in every little way. So I got more beats in my head than my heart. It's like I feel like my life is music.
It's just destiny.
Yeah, I just feel like my life is music. Even if I never make it in music, I'm gonna continue to make music. You know, that's just who I am. I just feel like music is me. You know, so I don't think there's no other version. Matter of fact, I know there's no other version.
What's a fear that you've actually gotten over, and how did you do that? Not just music related, just in general. A fear.
Being my true self. I feel like I used to feel like I would be too much. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like my personality was too much. That's kind of why I shifted what I'm learning, my confidence into Swami Hill, because you can't tell me Swami Hill is too much. You know, he's an artist, but just being authentic. You know, I grew up around a lot of people that was very like influential and stuff like that. I kind of like looked up to people and I kind of wanted to mold my life after them.
Yeah.
But I seen that wasn't gonna get me nowhere because that was them and I'm me. So I had to really just like really knuckle down and get into who
Like authenticity.
I am. Authenticity. You know what I'm saying? Get into who I am, and it's getting me a long way, man. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I really truly have to overcome, and just fear of being perceived. Like I understand music, you're gonna be perceived and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So
Just
it's not
exposing yourself
just
to that.
exposing myself to that and learning myself at the same time. Like I'm just one of them guys where if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna go all the way with it. I'm gonna learn how to be myself. I'm gonna get over the fear of being seen. I'm gonna do it all at one time, and I think those are like the biggest things I have to really overcome.
Okay. What's something you won't compromise on, even if it costs you?
My soul. I ain't giving my soul up for nothing. I stop making music in a hole for somebody to try to get my soul. You know what I'm saying? I just really am God driven, but I'm not gonna ever sell out. I'm not gonna make what type of music you want me to make. I'm gonna continue to lean into who I am, lean into what I like to make, and the people that resonate, they gonna find me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really too pressed about being in the public eye that bad, but I'm gonna just forever just stay intact with my soul. You know what I'm saying? No matter what happens.
All right. So Swami, what do you listen to when you're not trying to be inspired? When you're just listening for pleasure?
For
what do you listen
pleasure,
to? Yeah.
I like bird sounds. I like listen to the birds. I just love hearing the wind. But when we go back to music, I love listening to frequencies. It's just kind of hard for me not to be inspired. That's why I say birds, because I'm inspired by everything. I'm even inspired by the birds. But when I just want to just relax and unwind, just listen to me. I listen to Kanye. I listen to Kodak. I listen to Young Thug. I know he ain't the most subject, you know what I'm saying, God, but I love how he just tattooed to a beat. I just love just hearing his voice on
Creativity.
the beat. I love the creativity.
They're all like trendsetters,
genre
changers. Yeah.
Genre bend. I love listening to a lot of genre benders, man. People that really just change the game. And I don't even listen to it for like inspiration. I just get inspiration just off of it naturally, but like I just love hearing new sounds. That's why I'm saying I like bird sounds, frequency, stuff like that.
Okay, and on that subject, who's an artist outside of your genre that changed how you think about your own work, about music?
Outside of my genre?
Yeah, somebody that's not a rapper. Somebody that doesn't do the kind of music you do.
I'll have to say that's a hard one, but I'm gonna have to go with Jimi Hendrix. I'm gonna go with Jimi Hendrix, just how skilled he was at his craft, and nobody could tell him nothing, man. He went out like a legend, and I respected his stage presence. I respected how he just played the heck out of that guitar.
Prince is another one of those.
Prince, that's my guy too. I low key I'm a little Prince.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's my guy too. I go Jimi Hendrix and Prince. I just love how they stood for something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I love artists that stand for something. You know what I'm saying? Beside the music, outside any genre, I just love artists that stand for something. You know what I'm saying? We all creatives in our own way, but you got to stand for something outside of that, and they put that in their music and they showed it. You could see it oozing off of them on stage too. You know.
What's a hard truth someone told you that ended up being a gift?
A hard truth is I'm not pushing myself hard enough. I'm not really leaning into my creativity enough. And then low key, I don't know what it is. Like it stung me, but it didn't sting me in like a way I felt offended. You know what I'm saying? Like young people like get offended when somebody tell them the real deal truth, but it's like they like you playing with your gifts. And I'm thinking I'm doing it to my full potential, but just knowing that they were like, nah, bro, you gotta go hard with it, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it really just shocked me. But ever since I heard that, and it was from my pops, shout out to my pops, I've been trying to go hard, bro. Like that's why I try not to stay in one sound too long. I try to like keep on growing. That's one thing too I want to touch on too. I low key be getting nervous with the genre bending because it's like nobody gonna know me for a select sound. But then again, I love that because I could appease the masses. You know what I'm saying?
And you don't get put in a box.
And I don't get put in a box, but it goes to my mind sometime like, you know what I'm saying? Stay in the neo soul pocket, you know, stay in the hip hoppy pocket.
Yeah.
But I don't like that. I can't HEEM that way. I'm constantly growing, so I gotta evolve. But yeah, man, it told me I wasn't going hard enough, and I really took that to heart. And I didn't really get offended, but I knew from now on. I keep that in the back of my mind. Like every time I write a song, I go hard.
So, last question. What's something in your own catalog that sounds nothing like what people expect from you?
Nothing like what people expect from me.
Yeah. What's one of your songs that if somebody heard it, they'd be like, this cannot be Swami. It's got to be somebody else.
Divinely Guided, bro. That song, man, I see why that song is going crazy because it don't sound like none of the songs. The 80s beat tone, the singing, like people know me for rapping. They don't really know me for singing. The harmonizing on that song, man, I ain't gonna lie. If you used to hear that, they probably be like, who is this? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of my music is just like barring you down about like evolution and consciousness and things like that. I'm not really getting on that mud, hopping on there singing and, you know what I'm saying, being all sing song you like that. But
it's a good song.
That song right there, man, when you hear it, it's gonna just turn you up. And I love I Am. I'm keep on saying that song. I picked that song off the Triune to be the number one song, and I missed because Divinely Guided hit it, but that's a hitter, bro. But yeah, I'll say Divinely Guided, man. It's such a cool song, and it's about you. So I love it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's one of them singy songs. But I'm gonna get more into that singy song by Trust and Believe. But yeah, I think that's one of the songs that they probably like, man, what?
Well, I just want to say thank you for sitting down and doing an interview.
No, I appreciate you. It was extremely fun for real. I ain't gonna lie, man. I actually want to do more of these. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of like tell people more about what we got going on over here at the HEEM, you know? Okay. Next interview probably gonna do the head heemtress. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it was cool. It was cool. I enjoyed this, babe. Right. I enjoyed it.
I am the fertile soul. I am the flower that blooms. I am the sun rays beaming down upon you, and you are too. I am the fertile soul. I am the flower that blooms. I am the sun rays beaming down upon